So welcome to week 4 for the PCPL. Full disclaimer, I'm not feeling well. I haven't felt well for the past like 3-4 days, so voice might sound a bit off. Anyway, this week we are 3-0 plus 14. We're technically still number 1 in the league. There's one other person who is undefeated and they're plus 12, so we got some competition there. And speaking of competition, this is going to be a rough one. I can tell. I record these before I fight, and I am scared of this team for 2 reasons. The big one is they sniped me twice in the draft. I got sniped twice in the draft entirely, and it was both by Shiny, the Chicago Bulus. The first one was Cyclozar, like fair play. It worked out that just like the turn, like literally the pick before I was going to take it, midway through the draft, they chose it. All right, fair play. The one I kick myself about, though, is for the 10th round picks, going back along the wheel, I didn't think anyone had enough points to take Roaring Moon. And I was wrong. And they took Roaring Moon. Threw off my entire draft plan, had to really rehash things, so I got something workable for sure, but that was meant to be like the big cannon on my team. Didn't end up getting it, so tragic for me. So that's the first reason. Second reason is, holy shit, they have a strong team. Very defensive and bulky team. I'm expecting them to bring like Cinderace, Landorus, Iron Hands, Primarina, Screamtail, Roaring Moon. Those are the ones that stand out to me. They haven't brought Cyclozar, Bronzong, or Masquerain to any battles yet. They brought Magnezone once instead of Lando T. So we'll see if that ends up being the case. So this is going to be a weird one. And I'm bringing a weird team. So first in slot, like even at this point, I don't know who I'm leading with. I haven't figured that out yet, but I figured out the sets of everything I'm bringing. First off, we have Whimsicott making its first appearance here. This set's weird, I know. We're going Subseed with Encore. It's enough speed to outspeed. I think it's a max speed neutral nature Screamtail. It's something like that. There's a specific speed stat that I targeted with this. Then modest max special attack just to try and do some damage with Moonblast, because fairy coverage is pretty good into the 6 that I think they're bringing. And then max defense, because specifically having lower HP while trying to be defensive is going to give us better returns on Leech Seed recovery to more often than not get substitutes back at the end of turns with leftovers and Leech Seed recovery. That's kind of the goal there. And then Encore just to help disrupt. Iron Moth is looking like a late game sweeper, and that's kind of the goal there. Booster energy for special attack, and then with an agility up, we're going to be speeding through things. Originally, I was planning on maybe like a timid set that would outspeed I think that's what it was. It was outspeeding a neutral speed, like a max speed neutral nature Screamtail. But I decided, you know what, like that's such a weird kind of thing to hit, so I'm going for 317. There's something that hits 316 on their team that I'm aiming to outspeed. So then max special attack. Agility get us to actually outspeed everything they have, including anything that goes +1, whether it's from booster speed, choice scarf, whatever. And then fire, poison, fairy coverage, really good damage into them. Sinistcha got 6 KOs last week. It is far and away in the lead for the kill leader board, because it's 11 kills, 0 deaths. We'll see if that keeps up, because we're going with a weird set this week. Very defensive with Reflect, Strength Sap, Nightshade, and Scald. Terra Fairy to give us a defensive option against the Roaring Moon mainly, in later game scenarios potentially, but basically set up Reflect because their team is very physical attack heavy. Because like outside of Primarina, their special attackers like Magnezone, I guess technically, but I'm not scared of Magnezone really. I also don't think it's coming. I don't think it's necessarily the best into my team. Their physical threats are very, very strong. So Strength Sap and Reflect are going to help mitigate that a lot. Nightshade, because that way I can defensively invest more. And Scald it's okay damage into things, like it'll hit Lando T nicely, but it's mostly there for burn chance. Like a 30% chance to burn, very good into their team. Speaking of chances to burn, Flame Body, Talonflame, going with that. Defog in case they decide to bring hazards. I'm not bringing any hazards this week because they have court change. I don't want to mess with that. Will-O-Wisp to, once again, nerf physical threats like Iron Hands, Lando T, Roaring Moon. Oh boy. Maybe even on a Libero switch, the Cinderace, that would be neat. Roost for keeping ourselves healthy and more chances for Flame Body to proc, and then U-turn for pivot. Very simple, pretty self-explanatory there. Defiant King Gambit is mainly there because it helps punish them bringing Lando T, because I'll be able to get up to +1 with max physical attack, and then a Sucker Punch is doing a lot of damage. I don't think it'll OHKO. I'll check. Choice Scarf, Sucker Punch. Okay, it does like 66 minimum, so that's okay. That's still like a good chunk. And then with Psychic, Dark, and Steel coverage, I hit everything on their team nicely. The speed is to outspeed either like a Primarina or Iron Hands that decides to try and just barely outspeed my Sinistcha. So if they try to make, because like I don't think I've run speed, I ran speed like once so far on Sinistcha, and it's not common, so it's like, okay, if they assume no speed and they try to outspeed it with like Primarina, then I outspeed, and they outspeed me by 1 point, I outspeed that by 1 point. That's the goal there. And then Lumberry is in case they decide to get frisky with things, whether it's like I catch a T-Wave or Will-O-Wisp from Cinderace, that sort of thing. Then finally we have Meloetta going with a modest Choice Scarf set. So the speeds were weird to figure out because like Timid Scarf doesn't outspeed anything that Modest Scarf doesn't. Like, I thought the one thing that maybe could have made me invest more in speed is if a Choice Scarf max speed Primarina would outspeed this set, but it doesn't. So anything without speed boosts, this will outspeed, and then anything with speed boosts, either this also outspeeds or it wouldn't have been able to outspeed anyway at max. So went for max special attack, then U-turn to pivot out, and then Shadow Ball mainly there for Bronzong and Screamtail. Hyper Voice, aside from their 2 steel types in Bronzong and Magnezone, hits everything neutrally, which is nice. And then Alluring Voice is there to bop Roaring Moon. That's the goal there. Yeah, this is going to be a rough one. I don't know what I'm going to lead with. I might lead Meloetta and get a fast U-turn off, or just big damage, depending on what they bring. Like, that's one option. I might just go for the Whims lead. I don't know. We're going to see. And yeah, I hope my voice holds out. We play in about an hour, so I'm gonna go eat some food and try and let myself have some mental breaks so that I can go into it nice and fresh. So let's just hop right in it. All right, we're getting right into it. I'm sick, so like watch out. Okay, it's almost everything I predicted. No Prim. Interesting. Okay, I need to hear what Terra type they are on Psych. But okie dokie. Alright, I need them to tell me. I guess we'll go reverse order. I don't really see a reason not to just try leading with Meloetta. I'm gonna wait until they message me. Alright, so lead Lando. I forgot to say sorry. Okay, thankfully that doesn't change anything. Okay, so they did bring Intimidate. Sorry, I forgot to say. Terra Ghost. Alright. Alright. Cool. Okay, so that's going to be... I didn't mark down their whole team. Alright, so they have Lando T with Intimidate. They have Cyclizar. Nickname it Ghost. Change its Terror type to Ghost, and then they have Roaring Moon, Iron Hands, Cinderace, and one more, Screamtail. Okay, cool. So Cyclizar, Terra Ghost. Interesting. I wonder if that's for spin blocking mainly. Okay. Well, in that case, I kind of just want to U-turn out, and we'll see if they're Scarf or not. They're not. Alright. Alright, Lando, lead, no Scarf. Alright, see, I did this, but, like, what do I go into? is the question, you know? Alright, hold on. We're gonna check out, like, okay, wait, hold on. I have Landorus Therian here. You turn into my Whimsicott. It can do... If it's Jolly, if it's Adamant, do you do it at least half? Yeah, but what would that bait in? What do you do to my Talonflame? You know what? If you are baller and you immediately went for Stone Edge, like, you deserve this. This might be a throw. Nope, they U-turned as well. Come on. Give it, give it, give it, give it. Give it. They didn't give it. Damn. Alright. Alright, and I'm gonna note this here too. Cyclizar, Terra, Ghost. Alright. And it took like... Okay, wait, hold on. For my Meloetta... At -1. Yeah, I did 4 to 5%. What a strong lad. Alright. So we got Talonflame here. Electric Toe. Alright, so that's gonna be Iron Hands. So Wild Charge against me is very bad. Things they could do that hurt me include like Wild Charge, even if they go for an Ice Punch. Okay, so like a set like this just default set. If I go into Whims, like an Ice Punch hurts. Ice Punch does hurt. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna be cheeky and I am going to attempt to Will-O-Wisp it. I do hit it. Okay, are you Lum? If this is Lum, they kind of got me, which is, you know, fair. All right, so I burn it. No, but it's Volt Switch. Okay. All right, good to know. Good to know. All right, Volt Switch, and that brought me down kind of low. Let's get rid of Fake Out in favor of Volt Switch. All right, so if you're like no EV, Volt Switch doing like 30-35. That's about what it did. Yeah. All right, so then all right, hold on. When I say burned, Iron Hands. Okay. So, okay, if they're Lando with leftovers, even if I put you at Jolly max speed, okay, yeah, you don't even come close to my speed. So I can just U-turn out. And we'll go into something else here. So we're gonna go Landorus, Therian. Let's call you Fast Utility, maybe, and we're gonna start giving you moves like Earthquake and Stone Edge, and we're gonna click around at some mons and see what type of damage you do. Like, Whims is not bad here. I don't mind Whims here because, if they go for rocks here, I'm in a very good spot. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for this gift. All right, okay, so hold on. On my side, I need, on the calc, I'm going to say Stealth Rock. And we're gonna attempt an Encore here. All right, so Iron Hands Burned is very, very good. They don't switch out, and we know that they're not, whatever that thing is. You know what that thing is. Mental Herb. Yeah, because they're leftovers. Of course. Alright, so now we start the sadness. Right? Oh, I didn't even have 7.1 on my headset. We're ramping up here. Alright, let's go. I was wondering why the music sounded a little low. It's not because of my hearing issues. Okay, so then, so I encored Lando. It switched to hands when I set up sub. Alright. So now that this is a thing, we're gonna Leech Seed. I wonder if they're going to, like, Volt Switch to try and, like, just not get caught in this. Or if they're gonna try and, like, Ice Punch to break sub. We'll see what happens. If they don't Volt here, I'm very happy with this. They used Ice Punch. Okay, so Ice Punch from a Burned Hands. Does it break? It does. Okay. Iron Hands, and then we're gonna say status is burned. Yeah, so Ice Punch still does a lot. Yeah. I really don't have a reason not to go for another substitute here. Because they could, like, you know, yeah, the switch doesn't surprise me. Okay, so we'll say Ice Punch still breaks my sub. Alright, so then they go out to Screamtail. I need to be careful here. Right, so if they go for Encore right now, it'll go through my sub. If I don't go for a Prankster move, they're gonna move before me, probably. Because I'm not speed invested. Right, like I'm 72, like they would have to be pretty slow for me to not outspeed them. So I have to go for Leech Seed. Because even if they Encore me into Leech Seed this turn, I'm not too upset about that. Because if I switch to something else, like I can predict a switch effectively. Yeah. So this is why I did that, because otherwise they would have hit this first and then I would have been stuck in sub only. At least now I go up to full health. So in that case, I have a feeling they're going to switch to Roaring Moon. Because they switch to Roaring Moon and they get to basically, you know, like they get to get in free in front of me because I'm clicking a Prankster move and they're Dark type. So what I want to do is I want to go into my Talonflame here. I'm Boots, so it won't be bad. Show me Roaring Moon. Endgame. Cinderace. Okay, that wasn't what I expected at all, and I wish, like, okay. This is, you know what, fair enough. I'm at full health, so I'm not upset about this. Okay, Cinderace. Cinderace against my Talonflame. I outspeed you unless you're Scarf. I'm at 216. If we put you at Adamant for whatever reason, like, Sucker Punch hurts me. But, like, what could you, like, what rock move do you get, basically? You get Smackdown? Okay, hold on. So we put Smackdown in Calc. Okay. So, Smackdown, it shouldn't kill me after I become not a flying type. They withdraw. They just, okay, hold on. So, Cinderace was withdrawn against Talonflame. Curious. I think, okay, hold on. So we're gonna go Lando Stone Edge. Landorus T. OU defensive, sure. We'll call it fucking Adamant Max Attack just to be like extra careful. 100 Stone Edge. If you're burned, I might die. I'm gonna go for it. I hit it. I'm nutty. I'm nutty with it. All right, so we're gonna say burned Lando. And he used Taunt? Oh, that's tragic for you. Okay, hold on. So he's got... So, so we're U-turn... So, oh, you don't have a rock move. So you have U-turn, Taunt, Stealth Rock, probably EQ, if I had to guess. Alright, I've done what I want to against you. I'm U-turning out. You're gonna U-turn out as well. That was the only move I could click there, actually. So if you're going to U-turn, basically, who do I want out? I don't want to... With everything still up and they get the switch initiative, they could bring out Cinderace on that, and that's not fun. I could go Sinistra and make them scared. And set up a Reflect. I'm gonna do that. Also, I'm predicting the Cyclozar to be special. Should I have a feeling? Yeah, so they U-turn. Alright, that did a little bit. That didn't do a lot. Yeah, into Sinistra, that did like 10%, I guess? How much is 10%? And we're from 36 to 43, and I also took rocks damage. Yeah, so I took rocks, which is what? That'd be... I resist that, so it's 6, so it's like 6%. Then I took another like 10, so I'm at 2 something. I know that. Alright, but what do they go into? So they can't touch my Talonflame, but my Talonflame can't touch them. Alright. It's been annoying, but all of my moves so far have been paying off, and I've nerfed 2 of their mods heavily. Which is looking alright. So this is Cinderace. Okay, so I'm at 2... Hold on, so 267 was down to 77. Hold on. Stealth Rock damage percent. I should know this. So 6% with 4 times... With, 12%? Wait, so it's still 2.5 if you 2 times resist? What? That doesn't sound right. In any case. Okay, so we're gonna go Sinistra, and then we're gonna go Cinderace. Against me, nothing you do hurts me all that bad. So... I just go for Strength Sap. Swords Dance, okay. Scary. Alright, so SD Cinderace. Normal type now. Alright, so they're at +1, and I can't Nightshade them either, which is scary. We're gonna call you a normal type. +1. We're gonna Reflect. They go for Pyro Ball. It does like 45%. And they burn me. That sucks. Oh, they're not super heavily invested in attack, actually. Alright, I have a Reflect up now. Their Pyro Ball did like 40% to me, so I'm gonna call it like, let's call it like 128. No, okay, let's go like, let's just call it like 200-ish, maybe. Listen, are we lucky or are we smart? So they're gonna go up to +2. So, okay, like if they go to +2 here, because I feel like it's gonna be a Swords Dance here, yeah. So basically, we use this turn, heal up to full, get them to +2 total. We have Reflect up, and then we're gonna Scald and Pray. It's basically what we have to do at this point. If I Terra Fairy, does your Pyro Ball become weaker? It does. What do I need Ghost for? Is Ghost helpful to me at all? It's not. What do you get that potential? And so then you have Pyro Ball. Do you get Steel moves? You do get Iron Head. Iron Head non-stab is not going... Ooh, Iron Head non-stab is still going to be super effective, whereas this... You know what? No, we go for Scald. Okay, hold on. Alright, we got a +6 Cinderace. We have a problem. I need fire. Oh my god, we get turn 1 burn. Also, they're not +6, they're +4. They're also on a timer, which is quite nice. Do we stall them out of attack buffs? Or what? So they're +4 burned. Pyro Ball is basically what it was before. That Scald plus burn is like, we'll call that like 67%-ish. I could 2-co them. Alright, I need to keep an eye on my reflect turns. I have 2 more turns of reflect here. We start the timer here, basically. Pyro Ball, if they get a crit, it's bad. Oh my god, we took like 25%. We're nuts. One more is going to take them out. Interesting. Okay. So we're kind of stalling them out. We have 1 turn of reflect left. Our Sinistcha will be lower health, but we basically secure the knockout on this, and I think that's more worthwhile than trying to be up to full health, not behind a reflect. Because if I take reflect away, they're gonna start doing like 60% to me. You know? So I think I have to Scald this turn. They're still fishing for the crit. I don't blame them. Oh, I should also put that my Sinistcha is burned, which is fine. Okay, and then let's see. Please tell me that, like, okay, yeah. So, Sinistcha KO Cinderace with burn damage. That's okay. I see why you called it end game. I see you, big dog. I was scared for a second I wasn't recording. Reflect is gone. Let me take that off the calc. And then Sinistcha, you're at like 50-ish%, basically. I'm gonna have to check the number. If I go between these, it keeps. I wish the damage calc, when you used imported sets and only imported sets, would let you store the info on that Pokemon and have it like not fall through when you switch. Because like I'm gonna have to take care of like the fact that, you know, like I swapped back and forth and it got rid of the fact I was burned, right? Okay, so that's 1 down. Okay, you sent out Moon Booster. Booster attack, okay. Booster energy. Alright, so Roaring Moon Booster attack. Alright, so we're at 201. We're gonna go Roaring Moon Booster energy attack active. Okay, we're gonna give you Iron Head. Iron Head definitely takes me out, but at the same time, so does, like, you know, like a knockoff is going to absolutely bot my shit. So I think what kind of needs to happen is that I need to Terra and I need to Strength Set. I'm okay with going for a Terra. And for my Terra. Oh, don't save that. No, don't do that. Okay. We're not out of the woods by any means. This thing is a threat and a half. Acrobatics? Oh, I'm so clenched in everything. Oh boy. Okay. And that did like, okay, so that took me down to, I need to see the number 34. All right, so I went to from 58 to 34 is like 34, 58, 34. That's like 48. You're adamant. Your adamant max attack. Okay, so your adamant max attack. I can get away with another reflect here. They went for D-Dance. Okay. We're about to play this game again. Just saying. Alright. But I have my reflect. This is good. This is good. Alright, are we gonna say Dragon Dance? We need to keep track of like what move they actually have. The goal here, so we can keep them locked to +1, but I want the burn. They're at +2, okay. We're gonna have to start weaving and dodging a bit, I think. Come on. I'm a teacup. Ah. Listen, there was a chance. There was a chance. You're gonna be like at 100, and then I did... Alright, you're gonna be like at like 91%, I'm gonna say. Alright, once again, we scald. Knockoff? Okay, knockoff still... Like, knockoff is pretty weak. It's... Okay, that's annoying. Alright, we're gonna say no. None? Alright, okay, and we get the burn. Alright, welcome. Welcome to the summer heat. This is a classic. Alright, so +2/+2 burned. I have no leftovers. I'm at 254. And I've got 2 turns of reflect left. Alright, Nightshade is doing... Alright, so if you're at like... We're gonna call that 75%. We have 75%. We're gonna try and make things better for things in the back. So we're gonna go for a Nightshade this turn. Yeah, and then we're gonna go for a Strength Sap. Yeah, so do that. Alright, so now they're at like 50 plus burn, which is what, 6.5, so it's gonna be like 50, so we'll say like 43%. Alright, so now we Strength Sap again. Also, I gotta keep track of my speeds here too. Alright, so this is last turn of Reflect. Things get scary when I get rid of Reflect. But actually not too scary, if I'm being real with you. Acrobatics. Okay, so I got down to 162. A Strength Sap. Alright, so I can put you down to 2. Also, you might be +4 speed. I'm gonna have to double check its speed. Okay, so Reflect is up this turn. You've taken burn 1, 2, 3. 3 turns of burn, plus a Nightshade. Nightshade's doing... So we're going to do 28.4 plus 13 plus 20. So hold on. Wait, no, hold on. You're at like... I'm going to call you like 38%. We double check a couple things. One, we double check you. Oh, you're +1, +3. You had an extra thing in there that I wasn't aware of. Stealth Rock, no Reflect. So we Reflect again. Also, okay, so you're... Yeah, alright, you're at +1. +3. We get the Reflect up. Oh, baby. In my notes, I'm just putting we burned Moon Wall. Okay, so Sinistra is disgusting. This is, like... Here's my problem with Sinistra being this good. I can't keep making thumbnails if Sinistra is the star. I'm gonna be real. It's just not allowed. Alright, I need other things on my team to do things. Earthquake? Okay, good to know you have that. Shit. Alright, knock off. Alright, and then Earthquake. Alright, you're at neutral. Sinistra's about to claim another. I have no... Do I have a reason to want to switch and let something take an Earthquake into an Acrobatics or Knockoff? No, I definitely don't want to do that. I could see them trying to go, like, save this for whatever reason, for a sack or something, and switching into Cyclozar this turn. I don't think that's going to be worthwhile. But they might. No? Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go down to 294. Alright, alright. Sinistra KO Moon with Nightshade. This is, like, this was not the plan. This was not my plan. I don't know what my plan was. It wasn't this. This was meant to just kind of sit and be funny. Talonflame has put us in a beautiful position. Talonflame is the MVP so far. I'm gonna be real. Like, sure, Singe is doing this work, but like, the Lando is burned because of Talonflame. The Iron Hands is burned because of Talonflame. So we've nerfed like 2 very good things on their side because of Talonflame. And then we burned 4 of their mons this game. This is Disco Inferno. Oh god. Alright, so they send out Shake It Off. So, okay, so then they send in Scream. Alright, what do I bring in against Screamtail? What do you want to do to me, Screamtail? We're gonna switch. We're gonna take a look at like a defensive Screamtail against my Meloetta is not actually doing a whole lot. Did this Screamtail taunt? No, the Lando taunted. I do kind of want to come in and weave in a defog. Against like a regular ass Screamtail, my U-turn's doing like 5%. Lovely. We're gonna switch to Talonflame. We still have Reflect up, actually. I should put that in my calc again. Gotta keep our eye on it, though. Gotta keep our eye on it. They just went for Encore. That's okay. I am faster than this guy. But that's okay. And they have lefties. I didn't notice that before, but I will mark that down now. I'll say leftovers. Also, this is KO. This was KO. After knock off and earthquake. I don't know if I saw more other than Sword Stance and Pyro-Ball. Oh wait, no, I think I saw U-turn. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's dead now. We'll say Ghost. We'll say burned. Burned. Okay. Let's see. What am I doing? Right, okay, yeah, so I haven't clicked a move yet, so I'm gonna defog here. And I hope what's gonna happen is that they're going to, like, want to switch into King Gambit, like Lando, maybe? Is that what I'm trying to do? They go for Dazzling Gleam, okay. Yeah, that did about what I expected. Team's Reflect wore off. Take it off the calc. Encore Dazzling Gleam. I don't think you get any sort of phasing. Oh, you get Baton Pass. That's fair. So I'm gonna U-turn. That looked like more than 5% to me. Are you more like offensive or some shit? What's going on here? What does Screamtail get that, like, I really don't want my Meloetta dealing with? I feel like Meloetta is just kind of a safe switch in off of that U-turn. Yeah, I'll give that a shot. We got rid of rocks, which is very nice. It's Wish, okay. Okay, so we're gonna say Screamtail is Wish. Okay, what do you have that's like kind of weak though? The Lando, maybe a bit, maybe? Against what you have in the back, I feel like Hyper Voice is better. It's a little stronger to go for Shadow Ball here. You know, like we're talking like 38.7 max off Hyper Voice, 39.1% max on Shadow Ball, but it's better. But the Alluring Voice is, oh, Alluring Voice might be the play. Alluring Voice could be good. Let's see, Iron Hands. Alluring Voice is a little stronger, and then Cyclizar Rapid Spin set. Alluring Voice is like, it's sending you. Okay. Yeah, why not? We'll go for that. Oh my god, that did nothing to you. And then they went for Gleam. Down at 312. That did 15%, and we'll say Screamtail, defensive, OU. Okay, that's pretty standard. I'm just gonna click it again. And then they went for Wish that turn again. Okay. It's not the worst. I'm not upset yet. I feel like I can play a little risky. I'm gonna switch to Gambit. If they send in Lando, Lando's burned. So I'm not like too concerned about what Lando can do to me, if I'm being 100% real. I still have my Talonflame up too, so I can get rid of any rocks if they try to put those up again. I'm sitting very pretty. I don't know what they're going to try and do here. I feel like, okay, so hold on. So Scream Tail, if that Dazzling Gleam goes into my King Gambit, we're doing like 22.6% max. Okay. Okay. We're gonna come in, you're gonna see I'm not Supreme Overlord. You went for Wish. I feel like wasting Wish PP there was not your play. I feel like Encore would have been smarter. Okay, so I mean, an Iron Head from me. Oh, I'm not burned, I'm healthy. Iron Head from me is doing a ton of damage to you. Kowtow Cleave is not. What about to like an Iron Hands? Zen Headbutt would be better in that case. What about a... Oh, but no, but like that's doing nothing to this guy. Yeah, I just go for an Iron Head here. They withdraw. They don't have a Wish up. This is good. They go Anti-Hero. That's Lando. This is going to be a +1 Iron Head into a Lando. Fast Utility. Okay, that boy is very low and very weak and very unhappy with his life. You're burned and like... Hold on. Landorus. Therian. I want to say defensive... Jolly. Even if you're like 252, burned, Earthquake, what are you doing to me? Alright, so I'm +1. I feel like you're gonna try and get your rocks up here. So I'm gonna go for a Kowtow Cleave. No, they do go for Earthquake at least, okay. So Sucker would have been better. But I tank that very nicely. Okay. Alright, slight misplay there on my part, but you know, it's okay. We'll say King Gambit, KO, Lando with Kowtow. Let's see how much health we're at, huh? Let's see how much health we're at. So we got Electric Toe. Alright, so we're at 212. So we're at 59%. We're going to go Iron Hands. We're going to immediately switch you to Burned. Okay, so Close Combat is still blowing me away. How much is Close Combat doing to something like a Talonflame? How much is Close Combat doing to an Iron Moth? Do I even need agility anymore? Probably not. I'd probably Fiery Dance twice. What HP are you at? Okay, so you're gonna be at like 75, 80%. What are you doing against a Meloetta? Close Combat is against my like 90%. Okay, Meloetta is a safe switch. They might Volt, but that's okay. Meloetta is still pretty good here. Drain Punch. Okay. And so I went from... I'm now at what? I should have noted what my HP was before. Damn. So we're going to see I'm at 220. Okay, so Drain Punch is doing like 26%. Okay, and then if I look at the things they have in the back, they have a Dragon type. I think Hyper Voice is a good enough play here. It'll be decent damage. We're gonna out damage the Drain Punch healing, and then like we'll basically get this off and then probably switch next turn, if I had to guess. Or we just let this go down and get like 2 of the. Oh my god, that did damage. Okay, so that did like 13 whole damage. All right, we're getting rid of Fake Out for Volt Switch real quick. It did what are you? How? I genuinely don't know how it did that. That did like 13. No, hold on. It didn't do 13 damage. It did 23. Even still, what? No, it did 33. It did 33. Okay, yeah. So they min rolled. That's fair. All right. We're gonna say Cyclozar. All right. Well, Hyper Voice is doing nothing against you. What does Cyclozar get that, like, scares Whims? If you Terra Ghost Overheat, I'm okay with that at this point, because then I can just go Iron Moth. Shadow Ball is now looking very nice. It's not good into Iron Hands, but it's good into this. So they went for knockoff. Okay. All right. I'm gonna encore you. All right. So it's knockoff, and it did. So I'm down to 221. Remember this, folks. It did 15%. They're healthy. So is my Whims. Yeah, okay, so that did, so 221, so that did 37. That's like 40. Okay, so they might be adamant then? Yeah, so they're adamant. Okay, we're going to get them locked into knockoff. Very nice and cool. And, like, Moonblast is just good damage into this, quite honestly. So we're just gonna rip that. Go into Iron Hands, do it. Be funny. Shake it off. I'm pretty sure that's the Scream Tail? Yes, okay. Oh boy. I was kind of hoping for a drop. That would have been funny. Let's attempt to put this on a timer. I don't think anything I can do can kill me in one hit. So we're gonna Leech Seed it. Went for Dazzling Gleam. I could see it potentially trying to go for Encore here. So I think going Iron Moth will be fine. It's 317. If it's max speed, it could cause me problems, but overall, I think I'm fine. Because it's... The worst this can do to me, maybe, is if it suddenly breaks out Thunder Wave. That would be the worst case scenario here. Alright, so we consume our booster energy. We get our special attack raise. Dazzling Gleam doesn't do much of anything. So we'll say 289. Yeah, so it did 5%. And then Scream Tail. Defensive, yeah. And then I get some, and then I get, okay, so then I'm back up to full. That's funny. Scream Tail, okay, so Scream Tail at this low of health, I just attempt to claim the KO here. They do go for Wish. This could cause problems. Alright, Iron Moth. Iron Moth KO Screamtail with Sludge Wave. Okay. Oh boy. This has been a match fueled by spite for having been sniped. Alright, we're gonna say Cyclizar. Okay, wait, if it goes Terra Ghost by chance, Dazzling Gleam is still like a 2-co. If they don't go Terra, if they don't, then... Oh, Draco Meteor, this could KO me. It does 45, oh boy. Wow, that's unfortunate. That crit did not matter in that case. But that's just insult to injury. Cyclizar with Dazzling Gleam. And then is this last Mon? This is last Mon. Did we just 6-0 2 weeks in a row? What is happening? I thought I played VGC. I feel like a fraud. Do I need to play Sick more often? Or do I just need to play on Buckley's more often? Maybe that's the case. GG. Holy shit. Shani, your team terrified me. And it still does, honestly. Oh my god. I can put Ironmoth on the thumbnail now, I guess. Damn, alright. You know what? I didn't need that Roaring Moon. Didn't need it, I guess. Wow. Alright, so we are now 4-0. Plus 20 differential. Next week we play King, who at the moment, I don't know if they've won their week 4 match or not, but they're the only other undefeated person, so one person will get to stay undefeated at most in this season. But GG's against Shiny. There were some way, like, I got lucky. I got lucky with burns. I really did. I never missed a Willow. First turn Scald Burn on Cinderace, like second turn Burn Scald on Roaring Moon. Oh boy. Yeah, yeah. That was really hard to prep for. Cannot lie. And everything on the team like did something this week. I'm impressed. But yeah, I'll see you next week. Thanks a ton and peace out. Oh my god. Oh, I need to lie down.